Hello, thank you once again for joining us into this video series where we have taken a step to learn how to develop a website using a smartphone. And remember, in this part, we are focused on looking at the act of website designing and also setting up a website on your smartphone, the steps you need to set up a website on a smartphone. Now, today we are going to be focusing more on what makes up a website. What are those things that makes up a website? Now, three things makes up a website, and what are they? Host name. The host name is the server, is like your storage space where the content, where the informations are being saved, are being stored. Now, the second thing that makes up a website is the domain name. Now, what is the domain name? The domain name is the reference point to your website. We have so many websites now, there's billions of websites, but each of those websites has a unique name, like a unique name for accessing each of them. That is why you may see some websites that have numbers or has some special characters in them. For example, you can see a website that have a my name hyphen is or my hyphen name, because domain name are always unique. Domain names are always unique. You cannot have the same name, domain name, for a website or two websites using the same domain name. The domain name has to be unique. Now, let me bring this down for better understanding. You can have a website that is facebook.com. That is your vision. You wish to have a website that is facebook.com. But the thing is, you cannot, even though you build up your website and look exactly like Facebook, does what Facebook do so many things that is on Facebook. Your website name cannot be facebook.com because of what? Someone else has taken that name, facebook.com. So if you like, and I love this name, I love how this name looks like, I wish to, so what you need to do is have to make your own domain name unique. So the changes you will add, maybe you will, instead of being facebook.com, your own domain name will now be 2021 facebook.com. Now that 2021 has made your domain name to be different from facebook.com. Now you can also, like, maybe someone else has used the word 2021. You may decide, okay, I want my domain name to be facebook or face hyphen book. You still want the word Facebook, but you don't want number to be at the beginning of the name. So you want, okay, I want mine to be face-book.com. So you are still using the word Facebook, but don't forget it is still different from straight facebook.com, because the normal facebook.com does not have an hyphen in between face and book. The normal facebook.com does not have a number before the word facebook.com. So you have to think of, okay, how will I make my different? How will I make my domain name not, I want it to be, to sound Facebook, but I want, there's no way to use the word facebook.com because it has been taken by someone else. So similar way, if you are trying to work on the website and the domain name you are going for has been taken by someone else, you have to look for ways to make your domain name different. Another way to also make your domain name be different, be unique, is the extensions. What are extensions? Every domain name has an extension. Extension is that .com. The .com that Facebook has is the extension. And there are so many extensions. There is .com, there is .com.ng, there is .com.gh, there is .co, .net, .org, .xyz. There are so many extensions. So if facebook.com has been taken and you still love to go with the word Facebook, what you can do is, if you don't want to add number at the beginning of the name, and also you don't want to add special characters like hyphen in between face and book, what you can also do is to go for a different extension. So you can just go for, okay, maybe facebook.com has been taken, so you can now choose facebook.xyz or facebook.space or facebook.org. So just to make your domain name unique, and not be to make it unique, because two websites from different organizations cannot use the same domain name. So let me also expatiate more on host name. Now, when it comes to hosting a website, the hosting is the place where all content your website uses are kept. All the images, all videos, and any other files that are available on your website for the accessibility of your users, that content are being kept in your hosting account. Now, hosting account comes in different packages, they comes in different sizes. Hosting company has speed that are varies, the load time, and they comes with different functionalities. Now, most hosting companies offer only paid packages that for you to use their resources, for you to have your website being hosted on their server, you have to pay for it. And there are some hosting companies that they render free services that you can use their resources. You can have your website hosted on their servers for free without you paying them any amount of money. But I want you to know this, that even though you are not paying them any money in return for they giving you their resources, in some ways that you may not know, you are paying them back. You are paying them back. And there are so many benefits, there are so many pros and cons for going for premium hosting account, where you are paying the hosting company for using their services. And also there are pros and cons for you when you are utilizing the free hosting packages. Now, I'm going to be showing you what are the pros and what are the cons for using a free hosting package, and what are the pros and cons, the benefit, the advantage and the disadvantages of using a free hosting complaints, and when it comes to also using premium hosting complaints. If you're aiming at building a website to go live that the public should access, just like you are building a website for a client or you are building a website to launch a project, I'm going to advise you to go for the premium hosting plan, because one, you are going to enjoy the customer services. In case you have any challenges, you can easily contact the customer care, and the customer care will help you out. And if there's any technical challenges that the customer care cannot handle, they will immediately or quickly refer your challenge to the technical department, so they will give an high priority on any challenges you are facing. But this is not possible when it comes to free hosting. Free hosting, you are on your own. Even if you have any challenges, the only alternative that you can go for is to go to the forum and ask maybe any of the colleagues, or if the admins are available, they can give you maybe little attention compared to when you are hosting with a premium package on an hosting company. So that is why I said if you are planning to go to launch your project to life, or you want to publicly use your website, then premium hosting package is what it's advisable for you. Another thing is security and support. When you are hosting a website with the premium hosting package, there is security measure that will be given to your server. Also, they will support you if there's any threat that they suspected on your server. They will tell you and also bring down the threat, bring down the virus, bring down any attack that maybe an hacker is trying to exploit your server. So the if you are on a premium hosting package, the technical department of that company are going to like put on high monitoring and helping out to detect any attack that may be going on your server. But when it comes to free hosting, this is not there. Your account can be taken down, your account can be exploited. So if, just like I said again, if you are planning to just learn, just like what we are doing in this course, because in this training series we are going to be using a free hosting package for everything we'll be doing, including the domain name. We are going to be using the free package because we are learning. Now once you understand what you're doing and you are like, okay, I want to go live, I want to start working for a client, I want to build my personal project, then I'm going to advise you to go for a premium hosting package. Now if you are using a free hosting package, your customers, your visitors will not have an high level of trust with your services because they will consider their information being stolen, or maybe if you are working on a platform like an e-commerce that your customers needs to provide their card details, they will be careful of providing their card informations into a platform that they themselves can't pay for the hosting account. And how trusted is that platform for them to not provide their card details? Will their card details not be manipulated? So your customers will be like, I'm not I'm not trusting this platform enough. So but one of the advantage of using a free hosting package is it is free. You don't have to pay for any renewal. Once you have curated the account, just as I'm going to be showing you in our next class how to create an hosting account and also setting up a domain name, you don't have to pay any amount of money to get your hosting account created when it comes to free hosting company. And also for the domain name, you don't have to pay any amount of money to get the domain name. So for when it comes to free hosting, everything are free, everything are being paid for you on your behalf, so you don't have to pay any money. But for premium hosting package, you have to pay some amount of money for the hosting itself, and also you have to pay for the domain name. If you are getting the domain name, you have to pay for it. If the hosting company does not provide a discounts for the domain name, because there are some hosting companies that even though you are paying for the hosting account, they also have a discount, a bonus for you, that you pay for the hosting account and they give you a domain name that you can use for that hosting account. So the domain name they are giving you, it not that it's a little or a less higher priority image. No, it's the same standard, the same domain name you will have paid for, but just that because you are purchasing the hosting account with them, so they also are now giving you as a bonus, okay, take this coupon code and get your domain name for free, or don't worry, just pay for the hosting account and we are going to pay for you to get the domain name. So one of the benefits of free hosting companies, you don't have to pay any amount of money to get your website hosted or to get the domain name secured. But for premium hosting accounts, you have to pay for the hosting and to get your account set up and to get working. So thing the third thing that makes up a website is your content. Now, what are the content of your website? The content of the website are the textual content that the user sees. These are the text, these are the images, these are the videos that are being displayed on your website. So the content of a website can be basically so many things. It can be a feed. Maybe you embedded your Instagram feed, or maybe you embedded your Facebook page feed, maybe you embedded your Twitter feed. So those are content. Or maybe you embedded your YouTube videos, or maybe you attached some PDF files or some Word documents or some PowerPoint documents for your visitors to see, to download, to access. So these are what comes together, get compiled together to form your web content. So in our next class, I'm going to be showing you how to set up this website. Now, I'm going to also be showing you type of website. Now, basically there are two main kind of website to say. So we are going to be exploring these, and to know more about, okay, if I'm planning to have a website, what categories or what type of website should my website fit into. So try as much as possible to go through the next topic, the next class, and I believe by the time we are rounding up this course, you should have become a good and better web developer, even though you are using your smartphone. So thank you, see you other time, and stay blessed.